Hi YouTube. This is my first video, so I decided to do the get to know me tag so that you guys can get to know me. I'm already being very weird and awkward. I'm sorry, like that's two of my traits. Weird and awkward. Like if you like weird and you like awkward, like you might like me, or I might just be too much of both of those things. I have no idea. But I have this set up. This was the best I could do right now. I'm gonna try to change things up a little bit and make it look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. But we have Kenny here. My boyfriend got that for Christmas from his sister, and like I had to put him in there because he was up here on the desk, but I wanted him to like be in the video. And that's me. Nope, camera's opposite. That's me and my boyfriend. We've been together for 6 years. That is a drawing that my little sister did for me on my birthday, and it says, "Happy birthday, Dana, I love you," and then it says, "I'm Batman," because I love Batman. And you cannot see them that well. You kinda can. These origami things right here, my boyfriend did those for me. It's a penguin. That's Lion from Steven Universe, another thing I love. And a ladybug, because that has been my nickname ever since I was a toddler. My grandma always called me Ladybug, and that's why it's my name, my username. Okay, what is your middle name? My middle name is Lorraine. It does have an interesting story because it's from my aunt who passed away when she was 3 years old, and my grandmother wanted to pass the name along, and so my middle name is Lorraine. I haven't even said my first name yet, have I? I'm terrible at this already. My name is Dana. Dana Lorraine. You don't get the last name because I don't want internet people having my last name out there. You know how it is. What is your favorite color? That's a tough one. I don't really have a favorite favorite color. If I had to pick, it would be like turquoise or turquoise and pink together. I really like that kind of color, but I love all colors. I've used to really love black. I still do. Like 90% of my clothes used to be black, and that really hasn't changed that much. But you know, obviously, I have some different clothes now. Who was your first best friend? My first best friend was probably this girl that I went to school with at. I actually went to school at a church school, and no, I don't mean private school. I mean, it was literally a church, and the pastor's family made a school there, but it was very, very small. It was only like probably 10 kids, and it was like his kids and his brother's kids, and then me, and we did like these Christian workbook things, and it was called ACE. I do remember that. Like, I don't know if it still exists or not, but I did that from kindergarten until the 4th grade, and then I quit. And it started getting too expensive for my mom to buy. They were called PACES, the workbooks were. It got too expensive for her to buy those. So, or they weren't, before I think somebody else was paying for them for me, but then she was going to have to buy them, so I wound up having to stop going to that school, and I was going to go homeschool, and then that didn't really work out because I was a little shit and I would not do my work, so my mom eventually wound up placing me in public school, and I took a test, an assessment, or whatever, and when I took that, I got placed in the 6th grade. So I started public school in the 6th grade. So that is something to know about me. That's probably explains a lot of my social awkwardness that I've had to overcome over the years. How tall are you? I'm 5'5". I'm not really super short, but I'm definitely not tall. Cats or dogs? I have both. Originally, like, I would have said, like, I'm a dog person because I've always loved dogs. I've always had dogs. But probably, like, here in the last couple of years, I've really, like, I love cats. I have 5 now, actually. I have 1 dog and 5 cats, so I guess you'd say that I'm more of a cat person. I have all boy cats, and I love my dog to death, but she is just so rotten. Like, she knows. She knows how rotten she is. She's a bad girl. She's a good girl. I'm kidding. I love her, but she's a bad girl. Funniest moments throughout school. Oh my god. That is why I've decided that this is mainly going to be a story time channel, because I have lots of stories. I listen to YouTube all the time. I love to watch people. And the main thing I love to watch is story times. I literally love watching people, like, talk about their life and different stories and stuff. And I have a lot of funny stories from school. As I said, I was homeschooled, so I was, like, the really weird kid. I had a lot of stuff happen, especially from, like, 6th grade to 9th grade was, like, when the, like, weirdest stuff happened to me. So stay tuned for that if you would like to keep watching this channel. I'm definitely going to be posting a lot of videos about, like, funny stories. I just have to address that this stain on my wall is not blood. I swear. It is, there used to be a shelf right here, and I had a candle wax burner thing, like, I don't know the exact word for it, but it was like, it would melt the wax down. And one day it, like, spilled behind the shelf, and then when I moved the shelf, it's like hard wax over there, like right now. Like, it looks like I literally killed Kenny, though. Like, I love that. It looks like I shot Kenny, and, like, that's kind of funny. How many countries have you visited? 1, the United States. I have went out of this state, but I've only been in the southern states. Like, it's pathetic. That's a goal of mine. Like, I need to travel, and I need to get out, because this other states, I'm not even going to get into that because I don't want to say where I live, but I live in the South, obviously, from my accent, you can tell, but I've only been to other southern states. I've never, like, gotten out of the South to, like, visit anywhere up north, and I would love to do that. Are you or have you gone to college? Okay, well, that's a long story in itself also. I've been in college since 2010. Yeah. I went to community college and got my associate's degree. That took me 2.5 years because I changed my major so many times. I didn't know what I wanted to do. First I wanted to be a teacher. Then it was something else. I don't really remember. Then I remember that I think I changed it from teacher to liberal arts. Then I changed it to psychology. And at that point, I was certain that I wanted to do psychology. So then I had to find a school that I could go to after and get my bachelor's degree. And I had to take several classes to meet the requirement to transfer to that school. And so I had to wind up staying another 2 semesters later than I would have. And that's why it took me 2.5 years to finish it. And I am in grad school now. I'm getting my master's in clinical mental health. I work at a rehab, and I'm a mental health technician there. And I work overnight. I do 16-hour shifts, and they're crazy. And I have a lot of stories from that. Of course, I could never, ever say a patient's name or give you any kind of indication of, like, where I work or, like, who those people are. But I can share, like, general funny stories of, like, you know, make up names and just be like, this person did this or that. And those are going to be really good. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. What was your favorite or worst subject in high school? My favorite was definitely English. I thrived in that. I loved English. I loved reading. I've always loved reading. I loved literature. I loved poetry. I wrote a lot of poetry when I was younger, and I wrote up until, like, my senior year of high school. I have, excuse me, I have a whole notebook of poems that I wrote. That's another interesting video idea. So yeah, I don't know. I just one day I was like, I never thought about doing a video, and then I was like, but I have really good ideas that I could, do story times for, and I think people would watch them. And if they don't, I mean, it's fine because I have a job, I have a career. I'm just really doing this for fun because I think it would be cool if, people watched my videos and I had subscribers and everything. Like, that to me would just be fun because, like, I don't have a lot of friends, and, like, that would be really cool if, like, people actually like me on the internet. Just please like me. Like, please. Like, I just want somebody to like. I'm totally kidding. My worst subject, I promise you I'm not bragging on myself, but like I was really good in school. I did not struggle academically. I struggled socially. I struggled with like my classmates and being strange and different and that kind of thing. But like when it came to like schoolwork, I was really, really good. I always got A's, sometimes B's. That led a lot of people to want to cheat off of me and stuff like that. So like that kind of got, it was like when I was in school, I wasn't proud of being smart because it made me different, and it made me kind of the target for like bullying and people being mad if I didn't let them copy, or people being upset that like I got the highest grade, or like, oh, like if they curved the grade and like I had gotten the highest grade and they're like, thanks a lot, like our grade didn't get curved because of you and your stupid smartness. And that was like really, really sucky. Anyway, I gotta breathe. I'm getting like anxious. That's something that I could definitely incorporate into this channel, is talking about like ways to deal with mental health, because like I said, that's my field. That's what I'm going into. That's my passion. I love helping people, and I would love to put out some videos helping people with like depression, anxiety, anything like that. And I've seen several creators putting that on here on YouTube, and I love that so much. I mean, it just warms my heart because that is so important to me as a person, and I think it's great that, so many young people watch YouTube, and it's great that, they are using their platform to spread awareness about mental health, and I love it. I can't go on about that enough. Favorite animal? Wow, I'm only on number 11. I might have to like cut this short. I think this is a lot. Skipping that one. What would you or have you named your children? I do not have any children yet. I'm 26. Like I said, I'm working on school, and I work full time, and I'm not really at a place where I want to have kids just yet, but I'm getting close. I want to own my own home first. That's the plan. Start my career, move into my own home, and then I want kids. But names, I've always really liked the idea of naming my daughter Delilah and then calling her Lila. Like, I think that would be really pretty. Not so sure about boy names. What is your favorite book? I would love to say something like a really deep book, like grown-up, intelligent book, but like if I'm being real, like Harry Potter has always been my absolute favorite series. I was obsessed with it when I was younger. I still kind of am. I still love it. It really, I don't want to get like emotional about it, but it really helped me through a rough time growing up. And that sounds kind of silly because it's like, it's a book about a wizard and magic and everything, but it really meant a lot to me. Reading those books was my escape when I was younger, and that's why they're just near and dear to my heart. Like, I love them so much. And I do love to read, but I don't really read anymore. I don't read a lot of novels like I used to, and that's something I need to change. I need to like try to read more because it's always been like a passion of mine. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Okay, I'm glad it asked that because I did want to address that. Probably the people that I've been following the longest or subscribed to the longest is Jenna Marbles and Philip DeFranco. Those were the two that like got me started like weekly watching YouTube. That was back in 2011, 2012 that I started watching them. So those are like my two that I've, like I said, I've been watching the longest. But people that I watch just about every time they post, I would say Shane Dawson. I love what he's doing with his channel now. I'm sorry, I keep trying to like look in the camera. It's hard. I love what he's doing with his channel right now and the direction that it's taking, and I think it's so awesome. And I think that he is so much bigger than even YouTube. I mean, I really think that he could do so much. He's so talented, so awesome. I watch Anna Campbell. I've been following her for a while, like since she blew up. I started subscribing to her right before the whole Marina Joyce thing blew up. It was like, I found her through Jessie Smiles, which is another person that I really love. Yeah, I got a little obsessed with Anna Campbell for a while, and I watched the whole thing. Tana Mojo, I love her to death. I watched the Trash collab. I love everybody that was on the Trash collab. I think they're awesome. Let me see, who else? I love Jessie Smiles. That's another person I'm just like, you know how like you watch them and it's not just that you want to watch their videos, but you're just genuinely interested in their life because like you feel like they're your friend. Like that's how I feel about them. Like I'm so happy for her. She's got her baby and she just got married, and she just seems like she's so much happier now that, than she was in the past. And I mean, I just love it so much. But let me see. Then through Jessie, I found Jen Dent, and like lately I have been watching like video after video after video of Jen Dent. I cannot get enough of her. She is so funny. She makes me think of my mom, like her sarcastic, like the way she tells her stories and stuff, and she's so wise and just lived life and like has a lot of advice to give about like how to deal with situations, and I love her so much. I'm pretty sure I'm leaving probably a lot of people out that I really watch all the time, but I love Kendall Rae. Just recently started watching her, probably like this past year. I love her videos. You can tell so much research goes into what she does, and I commend her because I know that I would not put that much time into something. I mean, I would, but I still admire how much goes in her videos because I know that it's not just, just sitting here like me, and this video is pretty simple. I'm just reading the tags or whatever. Like her videos take so much time and dedication, and she puts out really entertaining stuff. I mean, it's like stuff that you would see on ID or, something like that. Like the videos are just so entertaining. I can't sing her praises enough. And I watched Loey Lane. Yeah, that's her name. I was like, is it Loey Lane or Loey Bug? But I think it's Loey Bug on Twitter. Loey Lane. I love her. I've been watching her for a while. I love all of her creepy videos. This past Halloween, I was watching her and Haley Reese like every day because I was just like watching all of their like paranormal stuff, and that stuff is fascinating to me. I'm not going to say that I just don't believe in ghosts at all. I don't really buy into it that much, but still hearing the stories is very thrilling and entertaining, and I really love creepy stuff. I like to listen. I listen to the like the No Sleep podcasts and stuff like that. Like I love anything creepy, anything Halloween, anything ghost story, anything that's gonna freak me out and scare me. Like I love listening to stuff like that and reading about it. I watched Jacqueline Glenn. I really like her. I found her through somebody that I don't think too highly of right now, Social Repose. I actually was a really, really big fan of his. This is like, I'm really going off a long time about YouTubers, but I do watch YouTube a lot. I really loved his art. I loved his style. I mean, when I first saw him, I was just like, "What is this? Like, what is he wearing that costume?" And like, but that I was like, those songs are so good. Like, he's so talented with his music and everything. And I still think that. I still think he's a talented person. It's just everything that went down and the way it went down. I was just overall disappointed in him. I'm not writing him off as a person because I don't typically do that with people, but I did unsubscribe and I did just like kind of back off because I was like I said, I was disappointed in him and in his character. But I will say that I still think he's talented. He probably still has a future, you know, doing his art, but I think that he needs to take responsibility for the way he has been, the way he's acted towards people, and he needs to try and get better. It doesn't need to just be an acknowledgement of like I'm bad and not I'm bad, that I did these wrong things. It needs to be like I did these wrong things and here's what I'm going to try to do to be a better person. Here's some actions that I could show you that I'm trying to be a better person. That, to me, that's what I want to see, and if I see that, I'll come back. You know, that's how I feel about it. If you can't tell, I get really caught up in like all the stories about YouTubers and stuff like that. I mean, like I'm really involved. It's probably unhealthy, but that is another reason why I wanted to do this. I could make videos about stuff like that. I would definitely never make a video like a drama video, but I would make a video maybe concerning different things going around on the internet about certain people and maybe just give my opinion on it, not like spread rumors, or I don't believe in that. But anyway, moving on. What is your favorite movie? Oh, that's hard. I love movies. I'm a big movie fan. I really like keeping up with actors and like what roles they've played, and it's always like fun to watch a movie and be like, oh, I know that person, he's like from this and that. And always been really big into pretty much anything. I love comedy. I love more serious movies. I love Lord of the Rings. Love the books of those as well. I read The Hobbit when I was little. I did not read the Lord of the Rings series when I was little, but I did read The Hobbit, and so I like a lot of movies. I like a lot of them. It's really hard to choose one. Are you single or taking? As I said before, I've been with my boyfriend for 6 years. What is your idea? No. No. Do you have any siblings? I do. I have 2 younger sisters. One has just turned 17. Sorry about that, guys. Had a problem with the space on my computer, but we got it figured out. I was talking about my siblings. I have 2 younger sisters. One is 17, and one is 12. 2000. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, she's 12, so she'll be 13 this year. Oh my god. Can't believe that. I was 15 when my baby sister was born, so I practically raised that child. She's my child also. Let's see. Favorite memory from childhood. I don't really know, like something that sticks out extremely well. Maybe being at my grandma's house and running around and playing with my little cousins, and there was this hill that went down into the woods, and I have no idea what the proper name for this stuff is, but it was this sheet of plastic that looked like bubbled, and I think it was laid out. I think it has something to do with like chicken houses, is like the purpose behind it, but it was like laid out down that hill, and it was yellow. So that was our yellow brick road. So we had to follow the yellow brick road, and then we had to go down into the woods, and then we would like come up with the craziest stories and just silliness, like playing pretend and everything like that. And sometimes we would get our bikes and we would all ride our bikes down the hill, and we would get like so much freaking speed going down those hills. It was like, oh my god. And then you had to like slam on your brakes and like turn to the side like you were a badass or whatever. So yeah, that was a really good memory. I also remember I had one house where the way it was set up, my house was on a hill. Like gotta use my hands for this one. My house was on a hill, and then there was another hill beside here that was like a road that would go up, and then I could cross through my backyard and then ride around my swimming pool on my side yard, and then I would go down another hill and come around the driveway and then go back up this hill and like go around and around and around on my bike. And it was like, I was having such a freaking good time. And that was fun. Fashion sense, what's that? Like, I don't know. Like, honestly, I would say that like I do have a good sense of fashion, but I'm like broke as fuck and like I can't get the clothes that I want. But like my aesthetic is like stuff that's comfortable. In the summer I tend to wear a lot of like dresses because I get really hot in the summer. Like, I'm very hot natured, and getting overheated like makes me sick. So you will see me in a lot of spaghetti strap short dresses in the summertime with absolutely no shame. Flip-flops, hair up, probably cut off. Like, I cut my hair off like extremely short last summer, and even like buzzed the back here. Like, yeah, that's probably gonna happen again. Speaking of hair, by the way, guys, I don't have purple hair. I do, but this is kind of a long story, but I'll try to make it short. I wanted my hair to be blue and green, and it was a beautiful, it's a beautiful, beautiful color on me, and it looked really, really, really good. And I did it because I had asked my boss, hey, if I put some purple on the end of my hair, will it be a big deal? You know, like, could I do that? And he was like, well, since you work overnight, you know, I told you you were working at a rehab. He said, since you work overnight, I don't think they'll have any issue with your hair color, so, like, go ahead. So then I decided, oh, I don't really care about doing the purple or whatever. And then several months later, I was like, oh, my hair would look so good with this, like, blue color. And I had already, like, done a little piece in the, like, up under my hair and done it like that green color. I was like, oh, that looks so pretty. So I got it in my head, and I was like, I was kind of feeling down, too. Like, I was just like, I'd been feeling depressed and just didn't want to get out of the house and whatnot. And I actually watched Jenna Marbles' video of her dyeing her hair red. And I was like, you know what I'm doing today? I'm dyeing my hair blue. So it was like a whole process. It took me a long time to get it blonde enough to put the blue in. And I put the blue in, and I left it in for so long. And, like, the color just come out amazing. So I get to work, and nobody says anything. Everybody's like, oh, like, your hair's green. Like, crazy Dana. Like, we're not surprised that you did something like that. Whatever. My boss sees me, and he doesn't even comment on it. He's just like, hey, like, you know, I'm thinking it's all good. I go up to the business office. For some reason, I think I had to get, like, the money card to, like, put gas in our van. And that lady up there is just not very nice. And I asked her for the card, and she was kind of snooty to me about me even needing the card, because that's just how they are. Like, if you have an expense, like, they think, like, you're the devil, like, you shouldn't be spending money, company money. So I had to sign all these forms and everything. Anyway, she was like, you know you can't have your hair like that. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I thought I could since I work on the night shift. Well, who told you that? And I didn't want to say my boss because I didn't want to get him in trouble. Like, I know that sounds stupid, but, like, because, like, he said it, but I lied. I was like, like, somebody that I work with, like, said that it should be fine, and, you know, I did it, and I thought it would be okay, and nobody said anything so far, so I thought it would be fine. And then, so she goes and talks to her, like, CEO or whatever, and he's like, he sends my boss a message like, oh, like, you need to make sure all your employees are following the dress code. She cannot have green hair. That's ridiculous, or whatever. And he sent me a screenshot of the text message, and he was like, "Can you please change your hair back?" And I was like, "No, like, it's gonna take so much time, and like, it's gonna be like really hard to get it back." I was like, "I'll do it, but like, it's gonna be hard to get my hair back to the right color." And everybody was like, "Oh, just like lighten it a lot and then like dye over it." And I was like, "No, I have been with dark brown hair for a long, long time, and I wanted to change. So if I have to change it, I'm going to be blonde." Like, that was... You can tell me I can't have green hair, but you cannot tell me I cannot have blonde hair, because that is a natural, not so natural color. I can have it. It's not against the rules or dress code to have blonde hair. I'm making this really long. But my point is that I had blonde hair because I faded it all out, and I made it blonde, and I put a blonde dye on top, and it looked good, and it looked normal and natural or whatever. And it has looked fine, but I noticed that my ends were really, really yellow, and I've been meaning for a long time to tone it out so that it looks better. It looks more blonde, not yellowish, and I left the toner in for way too long, and it'll come out after a couple of washes, so I didn't freak out. But like, I did not intend for my hair to be purple, so, but it is. It is what it is, okay? It is what it is. I'm like, I'm gonna go into work, and I'm gonna be like, calm down. It's just colored hair. Like, it's not going to hurt anybody. The patients will be fine. Nobody's going to die because my hair is purple. Anyway, yeah, you can tell. I'm a little bit bitter that I had to dye my hair back because it was so pretty. It was so pretty. You just don't even know. I'll have to, like, figure out how to, like, put a photo of it in this video because, like, it was really cute. What kind of phone do you have? I have an Android. I have a Moto G3 that I got from Best Buy. Another thing you need to know about me, it's not like I'm just, like, I don't make decent money, because I do, but, like, I grew up poor, and I just have the mentality of, like, I don't buy expensive things, and I don't think I ever will, because it's just not in me to do it. If I can get something, like, really cheap, I'm going to try to get it the cheapest way possible. I get a lot of stuff from Walmart. These pillows came from Walmart, Black Friday sale, like, literally, like, I had to wait for the Black Friday sale to get these pillows, because they were too expensive at the regular price. Like, that should give you an idea of, like, how cheap I am. And hey, it's like, it's good though. I feel like it's good to be cheap. It's not good to, like, be so cheap that you won't, like, go out and do something good for yourself. But it is good to be cheap about what you buy and smart about what you buy, because, it's your money and you don't want to just waste it on stuff. You want to spend it on stuff that you like. So that's my personal opinion about that. And I have finished the Get to Know Me tag. My plan for this channel is to try to get a consistent schedule, but like I said, I work full-time and I go to school full-time, and I'm starting an internship this semester, so I will do my absolute best. My goal would be to put up one video a week, but like I said, I will try, but it'll probably take me a little time to, like, really get consistent. I'm going to have to learn how to edit videos and such as that. I've never done anything like that before. Hopefully my boyfriend will be able to teach me how to do that. Shout out to my boyfriend. He has a channel. What is your channel called?
Gaming with DNT.
Well, that's our channel. We have a gaming channel, Gaming with DNT. What is your channel? I think it's the Mad Jester, isn't it? Mad Jester?
I use it, like, forever.
Will you only put Gaming with DNT videos up? Okay, scratch that. Go to Gaming with DNT. Thomas puts up videos on that channel of him gaming, and we have a podcast. It's called the DNT Podcast. We're on, like, just about anything you can get a podcast on. I don't think we're on iTunes, but we're on, like, CastBox, Podbean, Podomatic, stuff like that.
SoundCloud.
It's capital DNT Pod. That's correct. Okay. We only have, like, 3 of those up, but I really enjoy it, and they're funny to me, and I like them. The first 2, honestly, like, just being, like, critical of us, like, myself, First two are not that great, but the third one, oh my god, we had so much fun making that one, and we just about died laughing. So, like, if you really want to get a feel for how it's going to be, you know, like, watch the third one, maybe. I mean, the other two were just kind of us getting started, not really knowing what we were doing, and, like, trying to even, like, sound right and everything. But, anyway, we're going to keep doing that. I don't really know exactly. We don't have a set posting time on those.
Thursday night, Friday morning.
Thursday night and Friday morning. I'm wrong. Like, I'm getting this all wrong. But, anyway, my point is, if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. If you like me, you know, if you don't like me, then, like, please just, like, don't be mean to me, because I'm, like, the most sensitive person on the planet, like, not even making that shit up. Like, I'm so sensitive, like, well, I'm sensitive, but, like, I probably can handle, like, some random person commenting on me on the internet because, like, you matter, like, seriously. But if you like me, like, you really do matter, and you're gonna make me very happy. So, anyway, I'm rambling now, but I think that I'm going to make this something that I do often. I'm going to try to post once every week. I don't have a day yet. I'll figure that out eventually, and I will, like, update y'all on that. But, anyway, thanks for watching me. Thanks for sitting through this entire video. I'm definitely going to try to edit it and make it shorter than it is right now, because it's, like, almost an hour total. Because it was 26, I can't do math. But anyway, it's pretty long. Like, I'm going to have to shorten it. But, thank you for watching so much. If you like my channel, please subscribe. See you next time.